everybody, this is Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm going to be doing a May walkthrough of my Hobonichi. I cannot believe we are now 6 months into, journaling, and now I have 5 months completed, and it's just continues to be the perfect thing that I need at the end of the day to just get a little bit of creativity in. It's just a little journal that brings me so much joy, and I love playing with it, like I said, at the end of the day. And I don't use the weekly pages. I decided, you know what, that's too hard and it's not something that I could maintain. So I just stick with the daily pages. So let's dive in to looking at May. So again, I didn't do anything with this page right here. I just couldn't come up with what I wanted to use it for. So this first page I kind of did at the end of the month. So I filled out this little piece right here, and then I forgot to fill out the rest of the day. And when I got to the end of the month and I was looking at the pages that I wanted to fill in or let go, I decided to go ahead and fill this one in with some favorites from the month. So like work highlights, fave shows, and a top 5. And I really like how it came out because I doodled some boxes. This one I just did a running list of ing and called it good enough. Then I went on my really big trip to see my friend Erica in Washington. I flew on a plane for the first time in 14 years and my first time, solo flying. So it was a really big deal. I just took a running list of the notes of what we did and just added a few pictures, a few stickers. Most of the stickers and washi I added once I got back, but I wanted to make sure that I had some notes. And then this is day 3, and then the day that I traveled back. And then this one started, I was back to work and it was Teacher Appreciation Week. So I put back to the routine, and then I just talked about being at work and some other pieces from the day. Now, sometimes when I feel like I'm getting behind, which there's no such thing. If you want to journal, great. If you don't get to it, great. But sometimes I like to stick a Post-it note in here and just jot down a few things that happened throughout the day. And that's what I did for this day. And there wasn't much to say. So I just got some big words from Ali Edwards. I used a ton of these for Week in the Life. And then I just did a photo of my daughter heading off to camp. Next up was the 9th, and I got a notice on my phone saying that I had hit 7,000 steps for the last 4 weeks, which was really exciting because I have been trying to work on my steps. But now that I'm not at work, I have to work a little bit harder to get those steps up. I also love how this like bubble letter came out. I just love it. Love hiking with you. And I also tried like a doodle frame around our photo and outlining this stamp. So love how this page came together. This was another page that I kind of did after the fact, but I had stuck a Post-it note. In 2nd grade, they were working on different reports about different pollinators. So I decided to get some clip art about that and then just talk about it right there and just make a list about what else the day included. And I've talked about that before in my other journal videos, is that if I don't want to get into long detail about the day, I just make a running list of what the day included. And that way, when I go back to my journal for Project Life or whatever project I'm trying to do, I have a good idea of what happened during that day. Then we move into the weekend, and I am starting to collect magazines, and I've had like a coworker help me collect magazines, and I also buy some at the library. And I have a pile, and I wound up having the perfect little cutout for what my kids were dealing with. They were dealing with a drink shortage. And so I wrote all about that and included that. And then I had this space to fill in, so I just added in a photo. For Mother's Day, I just used a bunch of According to Ali stickers and then a Studio Calico stamp set, and just talked about what motherhood has meant to me and how it's my 15th Mother's Day. Moving into the week, and Mondays are always really busy, lots going on. So I put a definite Manic Monday because I was thinking of that song, and I meant to write a list of everything that happened during that day, and then because the day was so busy, I forgot. And I think this is right around the time that everybody saw the Northern Lights, and my friend Jen Boom Creates, she posted this meme, and it's perfect because I saw nothing of the Northern Lights. Totally didn't get to see it, but that's okay. This is another magazine cutout. It had, I guess it was an advertisement, but I pieced it out and then added some Ali Edwards flowers there and some word art, and I was able to make a really pretty spring type page. This one, I loved making this one, and I had extra time, so I took that extra time to make some flowers that kind of match my kimono. I had got a summer kimono, and I had so many amazing compliments at work, and also just felt really confident in my outfit, and I loved it. So I decided to, like I said, make some flowers and stamp them and then color them in with my water brush and then add a really large photo. Now this one, I think I saw Linda Loves Creating do this, and I was like, yeah, I want to see what this looks like. So I took some washi tape and just did a rainbow right there, and I love it. It's just a fun way to use up a bunch of washi tape. And then I broke it down by home, work, and then gratitude. Next up is the 17th, and this one, as you can see, I had some Bridgerton themed stickers from Sweet Bean Plans. This sticker was just in my stash. Printed out this photo, and then this was one of those Instagram stories that was going around, so I went ahead and printed that out because this page did not get filled out, and so I wanted to see what photos I had taken on this day, and I had done this Instagram story, and I of course started watching Bridgerton, so I just put those down and then called it good enough. Over here, I used some more Sweet Bean Plans because I was listening and reading two very spicy books. So I decided that works perfect, and just filled in this spot with a selfie from working out. On this day, I had a lot of crafty time, or at least it felt like. So I decided to use a Syncopation Design stamp set and kind of decorate my page that way. And I intended to write out all the different projects that I did, but I never got around to it. So I just included a photo of the different projects and called that good enough. When I ordered some holiday stickers from Sweet Bean Plans, I noticed that it was World Bee Day on the 20th. So I told the teacher that I work with, and she decided to celebrate World Bee Day, which was really exciting. And I even had another coworker make me a custom shirt for Bee Day, so that was really exciting. And I also had a magazine clipping for Bee Day, and I just included the activities that we did at school and then what the afternoon was all about. This was another day that I wore like another fancier outfit, and I felt really pretty and I loved it. And so I just decided to put rock the outfit. And then it was 10 days left of school, which was hard to believe at the time. And now we're in summer break, so time just flies. On this day, I had taken a coworker to work, and we wound up listening to Aaliyah, and Aaliyah's album cover is red. So I decided to just pair it with a bunch of red stickers and use the stickers kind of as my jumping off point for journaling and just talking about different aspects of the day. On Thursday, I was so incredibly tired. That's definitely something I dealt with in May, is a fluctuation in my energy level. On this day, I wound up taking a nap, and I just jotted down 4 pieces of the day and then used a Syncopation Designs stamp right there. This was a page that I had intended to fill in with lots of detail, but then never got around to it. But I added this Ali Edwards journaling card that I shrunk down, and then I talked about how it's a 3-day weekend, and then just decided to fill in with the 2 highlights from the day, getting to hike and also getting to see a movie. These pages, I really love how they came together. There's a lot of information about the weekend because I had noticed that weekends are a little bit harder for me to fill in. There's just not a lot of time, but these ones turned out fantastic. So I did 2 of the highlights right there, kind of my to-do list, and then a breakdown of the day, which was really fun to include. Then I included some doodles that kind of matched what went on during the day. And then I had some clear stickers from Ali Edwards. This little graphic right here is from Hillary Creates, and I had that laying around in one of my trays. And so I decided to play off of those colors and add some washi tape, and then of course a title right here for the main thing that we did during the day. And then I think this pertains to the entire week by the numbers. So that was fun to include, and I might do that again at the end of this coming week. Because sometimes, or I should say, I used to do weekly wrap-ups on Sundays, and I kind of stopped doing that. So it would be fun to get back to that. Next up was Memorial Day, and my mother-in-law took my kids to hang out and have an Oma Opa Day, and they had an amazing time. So I just talked about what I worked on and then what I was reading. And I was trying to use this pen right here. Let's see, this one right here. But for me, if you can see right here, it looks like it just stops working. Like it starts and stops and starts and stops. And I do not know what I'm doing wrong with the pen. I know that Linda at Linda Loves Creating loves this pen, but I am hit or miss with it. It just doesn't seem to work very well for me. This next day, I found a bunch of Brandy Kincaid downloads that I had from subscribing to her newsletter. So I used huge flowers here, and I meant to like journal about, you know, the day, but I wound up just putting a few different things about the day and how tired I was. It was coming to the end of the school year, so there's a lot going on, and I always use the catchphrase, I have all the tabs open. So I decided to make a really big pie chart right here, and then just break it down into 9 different sections using really bright colors. And I just love how this turned out. It is so cool. And then I had a sticker that said my gratitude list and included that. And then these little unicorns that I'm adding in a few places, those are really old stickers from Peanut Butter Taco, and I just love them. So these stickers were part of Sweet Bean Plans, like a freebie from a sale that she had. So I just used that, and it matched perfect because, again, I was just feeling not great. And that's just kind of the, like I said, the theme of May. My energy level was not so great. I did include our summer reading when we signed up for the summer reading program, and then I included what books I picked up and also my daughter. The last page was 3 days left of school, and then I just talked about having lunch with my friend and how all the second graders are writing about, you know, their second grade experience and that they'll miss me. And then I spent the rest of the day taking a nap. So that is a look at my May, and I'm excited to dive into June. As you can see, this is kind of my leftover bucket from May and April, and maybe a little bit of March. So I need to figure out where I'm going to put these, where I'm going to store them. And then I've already started printing some summer stickers. I have a few currently from Ali Edwards. And this was a fun little idea I came up with using a journaling card from Studio Calico. So this will be like the pretend washi, and then I have some of the leaves to decorate it. And then these word phrase stickers kind of go with it as well. And then I have Bring On Summer. I have another little graphic quote, and then just some more pieces from Ali Edwards. So I've got some summer stuff started, and I'm excited to keep journaling. And I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing all of these May pages. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you're new to my channel. I hope you have a great day. Bye.